sitting in a BMW at a rest stop in Michigan, and the last rest stop down the road was very closed. And there hasn't been a Flying J or Pilot for a while, so I was driving pretty tired, waiting for either a rest stop or a Flying J or a Pilot. Those are
was only going to be
3 good places to sleep. So it's 6:35 a.m. I don't even know why I did that. 6:35 a.m. in Palm Springs, where I picked up this vehicle. So that means it's 9:36 a.m. here in Michigan. Exactly where my circadian rhythm is, I don't know. Probably somewhere between the Eastern time zone and the Pacific. So anyway, this is how to take a nap at a rest stop. So if you start falling asleep, I've taken a few naps on the way here. I haven't had a proper sleep really since Denver. Not an 8-hour sleep. Probably the most was 5 hours or so. So I'm going to press this. So I just press that button, and then so that's the part of the roof. That's the roof kind of closing. So that's going to make it darker in here. So yeah, you want to get it as dark as possible. So if the sun was out, I might move some of these to block out the sun. Some people, they put a towel in the window to block out the window. I won't be doing that. So I'm already in the passenger seat. For some reason, well, actually I know the reason. The main reason you don't want to sleep in the driver's seat is because you certainly don't want to be pushing on the pedals, especially the gas pedal, when you're asleep accidentally. And probably with these newfangled vehicles nothing would happen, but you don't want to take any risks. I remember back in the 1990s, at a relatively young age, I went to a rave that was on native land near Chilliwack, BC. And as people were leaving the rave on the Sunday, I think I was the youngest person at the whole rave, actually, I'm practically positive. There was this smoke billowing up as we were heading to leave, and then as we were leaving we could see that a car was on fire. And the fire department did come, and the next day the rave was in the newspaper, and they talked about the car. And that's the first time that the rave scene made it into the mainstream media in Vancouver, the west coast of Canada. Anywho, that was all because somebody had, I think, stolen their parents' car and fallen asleep in the car, and while they're asleep, pressed down on the accelerator, which caused the car to catch on fire and essentially explode. So that guy must have been in a lot of trouble. Anyway, that's why if you're going to take a nap at a rest stop, do so either in the back seat or the passenger seat, not the driver's seat. Alright. So, I'm going to recline, electrically reclining the chair here. Here we go. We're reclining. Oh, crazy! There's a dead fly on the roof part of this. Oh no, that's not gonna work. This isn't on Periscope right now. Anyhow, so I'm reclined. As you can tell, I'm quite tired. All right, I'm going to zip. See, I'm in my clothes. I'm not going to bother. I already have my shoes off. Shoes off. And all right, so see this here scarf. Won't be needing that for a scarf. However, what I am going to do, let's see if this works. Okay, you can still, yeah, I can use both my hands here. I'm going to put this here scarf around my eyes and use it as a sleep mask. So, an actual sleep mask from the store is a good thing to have when you're traveling. I can't find mine, but a scarf also works, like this, see? And I can adjust it a little bit, so now my scarf is acting like a sleep mask. Sure is a good thing I brought my scarf. I wasn't expecting winter weather in the middle of April when I got back up here. I was like, well, should I bring my jacket? I'm like, oh yeah, I may as well, I guess. Whoa. So, putting these over my eyes, that's a good idea. Of course, I couldn't see the screen, so I don't know if you could see what I was doing. See? Adjusting a little bit. And then bring my toque over. Bring my hat over. For some reason, it seems to be especially hard right now to do this. Not usually this hard. Okay. Now, bringing my hood up just to keep everything in place. Now it's, even though it's 9:30ish in the morning local time, now my world is dark. And, let's see. Okay, there you are. Bring this by feel now. I have my jacket. I took a risk. My jacket stopped zipping up. The zip part even just came off, and I'm like, well, seeing how there's only going to be a couple more weeks of winter weather, I'm not going to buy a new jacket until next year. And that was many, many weeks ago. So I have my jacket here. My jacket will act, oh, this here is my towel. And possibly the one factor that got me on this path towards being a chronic professional rubber tramp traveler was the book series by Douglas Adams, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And if you've read that series, you'll know that a towel is the most useful thing in the universe, and right now it's acting as my pillow. Take a little sip of water here. I have my recycling behind the driver's seat. Oh, that's the back seat. Gonna put that there for now. See, none on the hood will go over my head, or now my jacket is my blanket. Definitely don't have enough room to bring a blanket, unless it's one of those foil kind of space blanket things, which I was thinking about getting. Why is this so hard? Okay. So, now you fall asleep. That's how you have a nap in a rest stop. Another point I will make is that I'm facing the park part. Just for, I guess, maximum privacy, not facing the highway or the trucker part. Obviously it's still not completely private. And if it is nighttime, you know, this would be the proper way to face, because there wouldn't be a street light there, so less light pollution. Alright, hope you enjoyed this informative, instructional video. I am Rambler Rogue. I'm on Twitter, Rambler_Rogue. You can find my page on Facebook and like it if you want. It's just a mirror of the Twitter and Periscope accounts. And I'm working on getting my material up on YouTube, so, you know, if you feel like it, like and subscribe. And feel free to reach out somehow, some way. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, the kids seem to like Instagram, and I'm putting up. I've been putting up some pictures and stories on Instagram. So GLAZARUS 604, G Lazarus 604 on Instagram. All right, signing off. Rambler Rogue.